Okay, so when I've melted the wheel of tallow on the gas and in a pot, then I put it with a strainer and a filter, a very fine cloth filter, on this thing, and then I tip it into it and I weigh out 3 kilos. And then I place this in the freezer to cool down because it's really hot, obviously. And one of the key aspects of making moisturiser, I say there's 3 rules. Rule number 1, no moisture. Rule number 2, no moisture. Rule number 3, no moisture, because it wrecks it. It will stand, the moisturiser will stand a lot of heat and variations in temperature to some degree, but it won't stand to have moisture in it, and it will go mouldy. It'll only go mouldy when there's moisture in there. So that's why it's so important, even 1 drop of moisture. Okay, so after it's hardened a bit in the freezer, I get it and I test it out to soften it a little bit, to break it up a little bit so it's not too solid, because it gets solid around the edges. And this one's been in the fridge. I put it back in the fridge a little while ago because it was starting to melt, and we don't want it to melt. So it's sort of semi-set. And then the next step is to do the aeration aspect of it. You know, well, aerate to make the moisturiser. And a lot of ladies have, when they've used the normal tallow without it being, what do we call aerated, is they say it's thick on their skin and it feels heavy, you know, and greasy and da-da-da-da-da. So what this does is it softens it right down. Okay, so we'll do this next step. Where's that cloth gone? Got cut. There it is. I had it up there. Now, so the next step is to go through, and it's sort of like you need to be able to do this to get right the way through it, because that means then it will be soft enough to go to this step, which is the what do they call this stuff? Oh, God. Okay, so then we start on the lowest possible speed. This can be messy. Don't get too close. There we go. It starts to get a, there we go. You can see it's got like a little glistening process. You can see a little bit of glistening and sort of almost a melting like look about it. And that's pretty much it. That's what I do. That's as much, it gets like a, looks, yeah, like it's glistening and starting to melt. You can see it. I don't know whether you want to come across here, don't you? Whether you can see it there. Can you see it? You probably might be able to pick it up on, but yeah, it starts to, I might give it a little bit more. Just a bit more. Can't give it too much, otherwise it won't fit in the bottle. That's it. Okie dokie. That looks good. And when it starts to go a little bit like that too, you can see that rim around it, like it sort of starts to fluff up. That's probably the best description. Like a what do you call it? Meringue or something when you're beating eggs. That's right, egg whites, that sort of thing. It starts to fluff up a bit, and that's what this has done, which is good. Yes. Now, so the next step is to go down into the cupboard. Ah, there it is. This, and this, all this is a plastic bag with a corner tied and a corner cut off on it, like a icing sugar thing. So I just put that in there, turn the edge over, and then I can get 1.5 kilos in there, and then spatula it in there, and then squeeze it into the bottles. That's it. Oh, yeah, I'll do one. So the scales. That looks really cool, but I won't put it in the thing. I do need to do that, don't I? Yeah, I suppose so. All right. There we go. I'll just put one in, that'll be enough. See, this is, yeah, I can feel it's creamy. That almost looks creamy. It looks creamy. Okie dokie. So, there we go. So you squeeze this down, and when it first starts to come out, it's pretty cold, and it probably will be a bit solid. But as you're going on, it'll get thinner and thinner because the heat of your hand will warm it up. So here we go, it just comes out. There we go, 30 grams, a bit over. Oh no, I'll put a bit more in. I'll have to shake it down a little bit. Trying to get out as much air as possible. There's little air pockets sometimes around there, and especially when it's harder. When it's not, when it's softer, it goes down into the jar a bit easier. And you can see that even that now is there we go. So I put about 32, 33 grams in it. 31, 32, that's it. That's it. That's one. The lid goes on there. I'll try one of these. So we just put it on to 0. And I put, so that the jars are often, this is a 125ml jar. And I need that, probably would be better if I had a 130ml jar, because I put in 100 grams and this one's got 30 grams. But because you're aerating it, it takes a greater volume. So you need to have a larger jar. It's a pretty simple operation. It's a pest when the tallow starts to get too runny, or is too runny, because it drips out of the whoa! Done on the camera. There we go. That looks pretty good. Let's have a look at it. Uh-oh, something's not right there. Let's have a look at that again. There we go. That's 0. No, that's right. Aha, that's better. Sometimes it doesn't quite work. I'm just going to put a little bit in like this. Ha. That's 106. Should go back to, oh, what's going on here, man? Technical failure. Oh, that's better. 108, that's it. Yeah, that's him. Okie dokie. So you can see already, let's come over here, Don, where this has started to melt. Yeah, off these things, a bit of warmth, because we're in the tropics up here, or close to it. Okay. Thanks for watching the video. Tallows R Us, tallowsrus.com.au online. All of these, the larger jars are 250, this one's 100 as I mentioned, and this one's 30. That's our moisturiser, and we've got different sorts online. Homemade product. This is where I make all my soap and tallow and soap washing powder and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching, and tallowsrus.com.au. Thank you. Cheers. Bye-bye.